not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Welcome to the Pursue Hard Things 0400 podcast. This podcast will cover a wide range of topics. My hope is to share some of my personal experiences, thoughts, ideas, and opinions to help all of us improve. This is a take it or leave it kind of podcast. Take what you need and leave the rest behind, or share what you think others might need to hear with them. You may find that you leave something behind and later find that you need it for yourself. Either way, the goal is to help each other get the very best out of life, to thrive and not merely survive. I'm Sean McFadden, a patriot, a father, grandfather, and a husband of almost 30 years. I love God, family, America, and Jeeps. I have spent my life in the service of others and hope to use this platform in continuance of that service. I once heard Les Brown say, "You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great." So let's get started. For those of you not familiar with Pursue Hard Things, you're welcome to go out to my website, take a look at the videos, visit my YouTube channel, and see my daily Instagram posts. But I'm just trying to do my part. I'm trying not to waste my miracle. This is Memorial Day weekend of 2023. And I want to share a couple things with you. This month has been rough for a lot of people. I've heard a lot of bad news, but I've also experienced a lot of joys during this time as well. But I want to share a few things that I've written with you. One, to remember the fallen on this Memorial Day weekend. One, to tell you how special you are. And the other is something that I wrote for a friend of mine's daughter when she lost her father to suicide. There's been a lot of cases of suicide in the law enforcement community, as well as with young people. This week, a brother that I've not seen for years, but just a good dude, learned that his son took his life, and my heart broke. It really did. And I just want to share what I shared with him. And I hope that it helps many of you who've experienced loss in such a way. I hope it helps you not to let such a tragedy extinguish your light. I hope that it will remind you to accept the love and the support of others around you. And most of all, I hope that you don't let it diminish your smile, because the world needs you and they need to see that smile. People count on that smile. That smile is a light to them. As we prepare to honor those veterans that died while serving in America's Armed Forces on Memorial Day, I can't help but think of the significance of their sacrifice. I look at all of the challenges facing America and think, is this what they sacrificed for? Americans, both native and adopted sons and daughters, have died in the service of this great nation since before her birth in 1776. Please know that the fight for freedom and the lives lost in pursuit of it didn't just start on 9/11. As I said, sacrifice in the pursuit of freedom dates back longer than anyone reading this or hearing this can remember. Remember. Remembering. Something we seem to have a problem doing as a nation sometimes. It's important that we remember the sacrifice of those that chose to serve, past, present, and future. It should remind us of the cost of freedom, a price paid by Americans of all colors, creeds, and origins, a price paid with the one thing we value most, life. We should be honored that these men and women existed, because their existence led to the existence of so many others through their sacrifice. You can't help but be moved by the stories of heroism, the charging of a machine gun nest under heavy fire, or the jumping onto a grenade so that others may live. Where do we find such brave men and women? You find them right here. You find them among us. They are the sons and daughters of liberty. They are the sons and daughters of America, and forever shall they live. Their sacrifice shall not be forgotten and shall forever be honored. We should tell their stories. We should say their names. Private First Class Eric Kavanaugh. Lance Corporal Eric Hertzberg. Lance Corporal Taylor Wow IV. Airman First Class Nathaniel McDavitt. Master Sergeant Sean McClure. If you ever question if America is worth fighting for, or if you ever ask yourself why fight for her, don't do it for you or me. If for no other reason, do it for them. Live a life worthy of their sacrifice. Go pursue hard things. Here's something you need to realize early in life. And the sooner you realize it, the better off you'll be. You are uniquely you. You are not me. Regardless of how much we have in common, you are you. You have your own purpose in life, much like the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. You were made for a very specific place in the puzzle's image. There are several pieces that are similar in size, shape, and color, but none of them will fit into the spot cut perfectly for you. You are an incredible person with your own individual strengths, weaknesses, and gifts. Spend time in meditation, prayer, and reflection getting to know yourself. You may not immediately realize your life's purpose, but as several of my Southern elders have said to me, you just keep on living. Much like the puzzle, the more pieces you put in the right places, the more the image will take shape. Before long, all the pieces won't look like odd shapes anymore, but instead a complete work of art. If you find this hard to believe, go find a puzzle. Some of the answers to life's biggest challenges are simple, but not easy. Go pursue hard things. I just found out that a young lady lost her father yesterday to suicide. And I just wanted to share a few words with her because I think it's important that she know that none of this is her fault. Sweetie, I want you to know that it's not your fault. There is nothing you could have done to prevent this. It's not because you weren't good enough as a kid. It wasn't because your smile wasn't bright enough. It wasn't because you didn't love him enough. It's not your fault. I know it's hard to understand, and maybe someday you will, but let me just tell you that it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be disappointed. And it's okay to even feel guilty. But it's important to know it's not your fault. You don't have anything to feel guilty about. Sometimes there's a darkness within us. And in reality, there's a darkness within all of us. But we get to make the decision to choose the light over the darkness. But sometimes that darkness feels so overwhelming that we can't see anything else. We can't see past it. We can't see the smiles of the ones that love us. We can't see the future as it holds. We can't see that the light will come in and make things better, and then we give up. But that's a decision we make as individuals. It's not a decision that has anything to do with you or how much you love someone or how much they love you. It's a decision made in a moment when they can't seem to think or see any other path forward. So again, sweetie, it's not your fault. I say this because I don't want you to let this destroy your light. Sure, it hurts. And you'll cry, and it'll take time. You'll cry some more, and you'll be mad, and you'll cry some more, and you'll be happy, and you'll be mad, and you'll cry. But eventually, as they say, every storm runs out of rain. And all in time, you'll heal, and that feeling of sadness will be replaced by something else. But in this moment, you have to feel it. You have to experience it. You have to go through it. But remember, there's always light. There's always light to guide you. There's always light to warm you. There's always light from those around you that are there to support you. So I will tell you, as your light may seem a bit dim right now, those that love you, your mom and others, your grandparents, draw on their light to keep you warm. Draw on their light to keep you encouraged. Draw on their light to keep your light burning. Again, my heart goes out to you. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. This is Sean. Out. So that's all I got for you. So as you go about your Memorial Day weekend, I hope you take a minute to remember the fallen and just to be kind in the world, because you never know what storms or what battles that people around you are experiencing. And just that little act of kindness or that smile could give them the hope that they need to continue, to keep moving forward. So that's it. This is Mac. Out.